everyone, happy new year. Whenever you are watching this, it will definitely be either New Year's Day or after New Year's Day, depending on when you've chosen to click on this video, but either way, happy 2022. I honestly can't believe that it's 2022. It's a nice sounding number though, but I just still feel like we're in 2020, like the beginning of 2020 is how I feel like where we should be. But however you celebrated New Year's, I hope you had a really lovely time, whether you stayed at home, went out, went to bed. I hope you had a really lovely evening. It is actually New Year's Eve as I'm filming this. It is 6:15. Ollie, my husband, is downstairs feeding my baby boy Buzz his dinner, and yeah, I keep hearing little moans because Buzz isn't enjoying his dinner very much tonight, guys. So if you do hear little noises, that is what is going on. I was trying to wait, but I was like, oh, it's just, you know, let's just get this filmed. Also, the lighting is a little bit rubbish because it is late. I do much prefer to film my videos just using the natural light in the daytime, but the natural light in the daytime disappears quite quickly at the minute, and yeah, this is the only time I had to film this video. So I am using a ring light. So if I'm looking a little bit like washed out or tired or just not amazing, that is why. But basically today I wanted to just do a video kind of rounding up 2021 and looking forward to 2022 and just kind of discussing my hopes and goals that I had for last year and this coming year. This isn't kind of like a resolutions video as such, it's just a few things that I kind of noted down a year ago to kind of keep in mind for the year that's just been, and I've kind of done it again as well for next year. So I just thought it'd be nice to maybe share this with you guys, just have a super casual cozy video, hence why I'm literally in my loungewear and my hair's all like ugh. But yeah, I hope you don't mind, and I just wanted to get this video up for the start of the new year. So I have written down some notes in my new diary, which is my new Kate Spade planner. I did show this in my last video, but in case anyone is interested, I will link this below. This is the layered logo 12-month large planner, and it's the 2022 one, and I love it. I have been getting Kate Spade diaries planners for a good few years now, and I really like them. So I have written notes in there, so if I glance down, that is why. But first of all, I thought I would just kind of talk about some of the goals that I had logged down in last year's planner to keep in mind for 2021 and to work towards. I went back and I found them, and yeah, some of the things that I'd written down were have a baby and be as chilled and calm as possible. So if you don't know, I had my baby 11 months ago. So when I wrote that, I was a month away from giving birth, and I was so like unaware of what it would be like. I think at that time, I don't even know if I'd decided my birth plan. If you are new and didn't like follow that story as it was going on, basically there was just like drama, the kind of birth that I was allowed to have and things. So we very last minute opted for a home water birth, which I do have videos on, so I will pop it in a card up here if you wanted to go and watch that. It was all a little bit crazy, but we had just started the hypnobirthing course, the Positive Birth Company online digital pack hypnobirthing course. If we hadn't, then we started it even later than that, like even closer to the birth. But either way, I wanted to have a chilled, relaxed birth, and oh my goodness, how lucky am I that I got to tick that one off the list and say that everything went like amazingly, and I couldn't have dreamed of a better birth. So yeah, I'm really happy that I can say that that one is a yes. Next thing on the list was to be a good mum and give lots of smiles and hopefully have a super happy baby. Now this probably sounds a little bit odd to have like written that down. Obviously that, you know, is like a natural thing to want and to hope to have, but Ollie and I like used to always watch Stacey Solomon's stories on Instagram, and we used to say that Rex was the happiest baby we had ever seen. And we kind of thought like Stacey Solomon and Joe, like we kind of thought that Stacey and Joe were like the smiliest adults we'd ever seen. Like they both got just huge grins, and no wonder Rex was then so happy and like smiley. So we kind of wanted to have a happy smiley baby. So we thought it's obviously So we thought there might be something in that, and you know, like the more you can just grin at your baby, then hopefully they'd pick up on that and become a really super happy baby themselves. And I don't know if that's anything to do with it, or if Buzz was just genetically made up to be a super happy baby, but I am so lucky to say that he is the happiest baby I have ever known. He is so, oh my goodness, he's so happy. Like everyone comments on it. He loves seeing people, new faces, old faces. He literally just lights up a room, and I'm so grateful, and I love him so very much. And yeah, in terms of being a good mum, I feel like that's a tricky one to answer, but I definitely do try my best, and I definitely give him my all. So yeah, I think I can kind of tick that one off and hopefully carry that forward forever. Else I had written was to make more time for my friends, and to just be like a better friend in general. I felt like in 2020 I really felt that I kind of found it quite difficult to keep up with everyone sometimes. I just find it hard to fit everything in and everyone in, and this, I don't want this to sound like twatty, because I love my friends so much, and obviously I would, you know, if anyone ever needed me, they always know I'm at the end of the phone, but sometimes I can be a bit of a lousy replier, and I hate that because I never used to be before like lockdown and everything. But I just feel like it's been an odd time, hasn't it? And I think a lot of us are still just adjusting, as well as then having like Buzz on top of it, and you know, I'm doing my best, and you guys know who you are and I love you all lots. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to tick that one off next year. Yeah, I do feel like I'm a good friend. Life gets busy, doesn't it? But I am always there for you guys, so yeah. If you're watching this, you know who you are. A couple more that I'd written down were kind of YouTube and my small business related. So I had written to post a YouTube video once a week at least. Now I definitely didn't do that. However, some weeks I did do 2, and sometimes I think even 3 videos. I don't know if there's a way to easily see how many I uploaded this year. There probably is. Do you know what? It says I have uploaded 56 videos in the last year. So that is once a week. So even though it hasn't actually been one a week, because I did do multiple some weeks and then nothing for some other weeks, I'm still gonna tick that off because, you know, that's a fair few videos that I've put out onto this channel this year. Another one that I'd put down for my YouTube was to hit 1,500 subscribers, which I have done. So I have hit that. I am now on 2,289 subscribers, which, oh my goodness, thank you guys so much if you watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. It's amazing. I definitely have gone over what I had imagined I could hit this year, and I'm really excited, and yeah, hopefully I will see my channel grow even more next year. I would absolutely love that. I love this channel so much, and just looking over the videos I filmed this year, like, I'm so grateful for them. I would still be uploading if nobody watched, but it is nice knowing that I'm not just talking to myself. So yeah, thank you guys for joining along on our adventures. And then the last one was to just work hard on Hamilton, which is my small business, and to be honest, I think I did. I didn't work as much as I thought I was going to be able to, just because I think I underestimated how difficult it would be to be like a full-time mum and also work on my own small business at the same time. My husband Ollie does work full-time, so yeah, I've kind of been working in the evenings and at weekends once he gets home and I'm kind of able to hand over Buzz. But yeah, it's been a tricky juggling act, but I am proud of how much I have done, given the situation and like now knowing what it's like. Yeah, I feel like I've worked hard, and I am going to hopefully work even harder next year. I would really love Hamilton to grow, as well as this channel. They're 2 things I'm so passionate about, so yeah, hopefully putting it out there to 2022. Let's do this. in terms of reflections for 2021, just kind of what happened, a little bit of like a time capsule where we're at right now. I obviously became a mum firstly, which is like the biggest thing that happened to me this year, and probably the biggest thing that I will ever do in my life, or at least one of them. If we do get lucky enough to have any more children, that will also be amazing, obviously, but I think going from no children to a first-time mum, you know, is like such a big life change and an adjustment, and just the craziest time but the most amazing time. I feel like I was put on this earth to be a mum, and yeah, I think it's kind of healed me in a lot of ways. For any of you guys that don't know, I actually lost my mum when I was 12. I feel like becoming a mum has kind of filled that hole a little bit. Obviously it doesn't bring my mum back, and obviously it doesn't replace her, but it's given things a new meaning. So for example, since losing mum, things like Mother's Day, my birthday, because I shared the same birthday with my mum, Christmas, and so many occasions, obviously her anniversary of her passing and things, have all been tough days. And don't get me wrong, they are still tough days, but for example, Mother's Day, now I'm a mum, like it's not a day for sadness anymore, it's a day for celebrating my new job. And yeah, I obviously do everything with her in mind, and yeah, it's a weird one. I've definitely missed her a lot more this year than I maybe imagined, but then I guess it was probably to be expected, because yeah, going through motherhood for your first time baby without, like, you know, any kind of female guiding people in your life it is tough. You've literally just got like midwife advice and online and things, and friends who've had little ones, but yeah, it's just still tough to kind of know what advice to follow. And I don't know, sometimes you would love to hear from your mum just like what she would suggest, but do you know what, I've done it and I'm bloody proud of myself, and I think, yeah, I'm so much more confident now in my role as a mum, and yeah, that is the biggest thing to kind of reflect on in 2021. In terms of work and things, like I said, I have worked in nap times and evenings and whenever I could, and I'm really proud of myself for that. Obviously editing as well, the YouTube side of things, like that takes up a lot of time, especially weekly vlogs. They can take a really long time to put together. Kind of a video like this I can edit in not too much time at all, when I'm just sat in one place and it's just, you know, putting clips together. But when it's a vlog, it's been filmed over kind of 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and sometimes I film footage on my phone and sometimes on my camera, and it's all just a little bit over the place, and putting music to it and everything like that. I absolutely love it, but it does take up a lot of time, but I do really like it, so it's not complaining at all. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for the work that I've put into things that I enjoy and want to grow. I have made some amazing memories this year. I have been on some really lovely trips. Obviously we started the year, we were still in lockdown. I had my baby in a lockdown, and things kind of only started to open up a couple of months after that, but we've had some lovely times. We went to Centre Parks, we've done a caravan holiday, we've done another like coast stay, we've done a city break this week. We've done a good few trips, but as well as that, we've just spent some really lovely quality time with amazing people, and I have vlogged quite a few of these adventures, so yeah, it's really lovely to have that to look back on as well. But just, yeah, just memories, like making memories. Everything's been a first with a baby, hasn't it? So it's like first time taking him to the beach, first time going here, first time doing that, first Christmas, like it's all been a year of first, and it's been bloody amazing. I have made some really amazing friends this year. Obviously, I know that like motherhood isn't the only reason that a lot of you guys follow me. I know some of you guys did find me through the motherhood side of things, but also some of you found me through the Disney stuff and other bits and bobs that I've spoken about. So I'm sorry that I am just banging on about mum life, but it is consuming, and I'll touch on this a little bit more in a minute. But basically I have made quite a few new amazing friends this year, because I just think when you have a baby, just having people in your life who are experiencing similar things at similar times, really, really helpful. And just having that support and just someone to message when you're up for the 50th time that night, just saying, oh my God, this is tough. And oh, you know, what do you think about this? Should I be doing this? Have you done that? Like, honestly, just I have made some incredible friends who I think I will have in my life for a super long time, because yeah, nothing quite bonds you like being a mum, I don't think. So yeah, I'm super grateful for the new friends I've made this year. In terms of friendships and relationships, I obviously, like I said, have made some amazing new friends, as well as, you know, amazing friends that I've had forever. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful to have great people in my life, as well as making some amazing friends this year, and obviously, you know, keeping friendships that I've had for years and years and years. I really do feel super grateful to have like such amazing people in my life. I have closed the chapter on some friendships and relationships this year though, and I know that sounds really super harsh, but I am a strong believer in staying close to people who feel like sunshine, and just people who are happy for you when you're happy, are sad for you when you're sad, people who want to see you grow, and people who understand boundaries and aren't constantly comparing and putting you down, whether that's, you know, obviously or, you know, subtly. I just think it's really important to like know your worth, and it is tough. People can be in your life for a really long time, and you can drift apart, and you can think, you know, there's some people that you're friends with who, if you'd met them now, you probably wouldn't be friends with. And for so many people, like the nostalgia and the, you know, the mutual kind of memories and stories and all of that stuff is more than enough to keep that friendship going, and that is amazing. I definitely have friends who it's like that with, but equally, I feel like when friends or relatives or just relationships in general, when they stop serving you, when you actually come away from them every time feeling drained and feeling just like, whoa, like, you know, you have to listen to yourself and yeah, know your worth. For me, coming away from certain people this year has done me the world of good. It's life, isn't it? I wish those people all the best, and I'm not here to kind of be nasty to anyone at all, but it's just, yeah, something that this year and the year before I've kind of just, yeah, realised that I don't have to keep anyone in my life who isn't being nice, basically. Continuing kind of relationships and things, I have got a lot closer with some of my kind of wider family, and yeah, really that's been amazing for me to kind of get to know people. And also I feel like I've learned so much more about my mum. I've just been lucky enough to kind of experience things and hear stories, and yeah, just it's lovely to kind of feel like I know my mum now from a different perspective, and it's kind of filled in some gaps and stuff. So that's been really, really lovely. We have survived another year of just uncertainty and craziness, and I think we all deserve to just give ourselves a massive pat on the back for that, because what a year it's been. There has been highs, lows, travels, lockdowns, like life, loss. There's been everything go on this year, and it has been a hell of a ride. And yeah, I know that some of you guys will be grateful to see the back of 2021, and some of you might be, you know, happily reminiscing on the year that's been. But either way, we are going into a new year, so I thought I would kind of talk through some of my 2022 hopes and goals, and yeah, just general things. The first thing is to continue being the best mum that I can be, but to try and spend a little bit more time on myself and also on Ollie. I really do feel like, and this is something that Ollie and I have spoken about quite a bit recently, is that I have just this desire to just be a really amazing mom, and to just, Buzz is my world. Like, before he came along, Ollie was my world, and obviously Ollie is still my world, but they both are. They are my everything. And I do think that sometimes I just am full on mum mode, and I just kind of want to remember what it's like to be Shannon a little bit, and a wife too, because yeah, it's hard to find the balance, but it's something that I'd like to work on. I'd like to spend some more time on myself, just taking time out that isn't doing Hamilton and that isn't doing YouTube, and that isn't being mum. Even if it's just, you know, half an hour, one night a week where I just sit and paint my nails, or I watch an episode of my show, or, you know, just something. But also Ollie and I have never been out on a date or anything since having Buzz. We've obviously been loads of places with him, but we've not been out, the two of us, in almost a year now, and I would really like to do that soon. I feel guilty even saying that, like, oh my goodness, it's tough being a mum, guys. Like, I feel guilty saying that because I'm like, well, why would I not want Buzz there? But in truth, I just think you need to be husband and wife. You need to be Ollie and Shannan sometimes, not just mum and dad. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, sometime soon in 2022, we will hopefully, you know, leave Buzzy with family or a friend, and yeah, go out on a little date day or night. God, the fireworks have started already. Also, just making time to be a friend as well. Obviously, I see all of my friends with Buzz and I, you know, keep in touch with them and things, but a girls' night or girls' day, or just, you know, popping to the shops or just going for a cocktail, or, you know what I'm trying to say, going to a theatre, that kind of thing that I like to do with my girlfriends, just making more time for that. Ollie is more than happy to have Buzz, you know, over a weekend. And what I'm trying to say is there's no reason that I shouldn't go out sometimes and be me with the girls, and yeah, I need to do that more this year. Something else I've put on the list is to continue recognising my worth and to keep healthy boundaries, and yeah, to not settle for less than what I deserve in terms of how I'm treated, how I'm spoken to. But also that works two ways, you know, like continue to treat people with the love and the respect and the loyalty that I like to receive. Basically just not be a crappy person and not have crappy people be crappy to me. Something else that, you know, is a hope and that touch wood is in motion is to move house, but not just to move house, to move area. We are completely planning to move to an entirely new area about 2.5 hours away. We have sold our house, as in it's all going through. We have, you know, had an offer accepted on a new house, and all the mortgage stuff is just all going through, and the solicitors and all of that. We don't have a date yet. I will do a separate video very soon kind of talking about this, because I know that I've not filled you guys in too much, but yeah, touch wood, before long we will have a brand new area to explore and to make some roots, and I'm so excited. We both are just so excited. It just feels like the right thing for us as a family, and it's a massive deal. It's daunting. It's, you know, you worry every now and again if you're making the wrong decision, or, you know, all of that stuff, but it feels right, and no one's ever going to be able to tell you if what you're doing is 100% the right thing, or if you're going to regret it down the line. But you've got to kind of take these risks and chances and hope that they give you a more fulfilling life. So yeah, that is a big one on our list this year. As well as, you know, exploring our new area, I would also love to just travel more this year. I have had such a travel bug in 2021. Like, every time we go away on a little staycation or whatever, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much of the world to see. I want to see it all. I want to take Buzz. I want to, even just in the UK, like, there's so many beautiful places and interesting places, and I just really want to explore them. Like, I really do just have that travel bug at the minute. The goal, like the absolute dream, would be able to have a van and do a conversion on it and do a little, you know, tour in our van, me, Ollie and Buzz. I would absolutely love it. Like, we talk about it all the time. And now with the house move, like having a garage and stuff, it could happen. Like, you never know. It might not happen. We might decide it's not for us, but at the minute and for the last, you know, year, it's been something that we're really talking about and really keen on. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, but how cool would that be? We have got a Disney World trip booked in May for Ollie's 30th birthday, so that will be so exciting. I just have everything crossed that it can happen and go ahead. Obviously, travel anywhere, let alone the States and stuff, is very up in the air. I know at the minute you can go to the States, but who knows by May. But yeah, keeping everything crossed that we get to go on that trip, because oh my gosh, I can't even think about it with bloody tearing up. But yeah, just to go there with Buzz and Ollie and to just be back in the magic would be incredible. So everything crossed that that can happen. I would absolutely love, love, love to grow this channel. I said that earlier. Now, I don't know. I don't want to set like unrealistic targets, but I equally don't want to settle for lower. Like, I would love to hit 5k subscribers on this channel this year. That is a huge number to me, and I know there's every chance that that won't happen, but putting it out there into the universe, I'd absolutely love that. I just feel like that is a huge milestone to hit. And yeah, I honestly, like, I feel like I say this all the time, but I remember when I hit 13 subscribers and I was like, that's so many people that want to watch my videos, like, wow. And now I've got, like, you know, over 2,000, which is so extremely small in the YouTube community. But to me, like, when I actually imagine what that amount of people in a room would look like, it's crazy. So yeah, hopefully I could hit 5k at some point, but we'll see. I would absolutely love for Hamilton to just keep soaring. It has grown so much since I first started it. I do think part of it is going to be rebranding my business, because I spoke about this a bit on my Instagram, but the name Hamilton Crafts came about before the musical Hamilton was over here in the UK, and yeah, since then it's kind of obviously everyone went Hamilton mad, and I just don't think it's that great for kind of searches and stuff for my brand to have the same name as Hamilton the musical, because then it will never come up on searches, you know, like it will be literally billionth page on Google. So yeah, that's a big job, and that's going to take a lot of kind of thought and decision making, and I am rubbish at making decisions. I am definitely a Pisces, so yeah, we'll see. But I would love for Hamilton to carry on growing, and yeah, it allows me to be at home with Buzz and to make enough money to kind of, yeah, help us out, like, yeah. So hopefully that can continue to grow. I would love to lose a little bit of weight. I know that this is like a, oh my god, massive eye roll, new year, of course she wants to lose weight, but I am, well, to be fair, I have actually lost a little bit of weight since like recently, and that's not even intentionally. I feel like I'm just finally starting to lose some baby weight, which I know you guys might be like, Shan, you're like almost a year postpartum, that isn't baby weight anymore. But I've not really changed too much recently at all. Like, if anything, I don't know, but I'm basically have lost a little bit of weight, and I would just love to continue to lose more. Ideally, I would like to get back to kind of the size that I was when I was in Florida in 2020. So yeah, when we got married. So that's about 3 stone away, guys. That is, you know, that's quite a big jump. But basically, I want to be able to fit in clothes that I wore in Florida. I want to feel healthy walking around Florida. I want to feel fit. I don't want to feel tired. I don't want my feet to hurt because I'm heavy. Like, I want to, you know, I mean, I was gonna say I don't want to get chub rub, but I'd always get chub rub. Like, these chubs are gonna rub, but not when I use my Body Glide, which is the best thing for chub rub, by the way. But that aside, I just want to be healthier. I just want to feel better in myself, and yeah, that is kind of a goal. So by the time I go to Florida, which isn't very far away, I would love to kind of be back in a good place with that. Another reason for that is that potentially we would be trying for a baby next year too, and I just don't want to try right now. I want to be at a better size before falling pregnant, because no doubt I'll put on pregnancy weight again, and I just don't want to put on more weight on top of where I'm at now. I want to start in a healthier place again, if that makes sense. So yeah, this isn't like you know, I know some of you guys can be like, oh my god, like she's really spilling the tea, but you know, we have spoken about it a lot. Ollie would have another baby today if he could, and I would in a way, but I don't know, I just would like to wait until Florida's done, because I don't want to be pregnant in Florida. Like, it's such an expensive trip for us. It's not somewhere that we can afford to go all the time, as much as I'd love to. So I just would like to be able to go on the rides. I'd like to not feel sick and too hot and big, and you know. So once Florida is done, then we will consider, you know, where we're at. To be fair, like by then we would have moved house. We might feel completely differently about our timelines, but at the moment we're kind of talking about hopefully sometime in 2022 falling pregnant again. So yeah, that's kind of where the weight stuff comes into it. They are some of my kind of hopes and goals and just general little bits. There might be other things that I'm completely forgetting, but yeah, they're the main things. Obviously just the cliche, to be happy, healthy, to just be surrounded by love, and to just basically carry on where I'm at now next year. You know, keeping the friendships, the relationships, the success, the happiness, just everything that I feel so grateful to have. The most beautiful baby boy, and the most loving husband. So I'm a very, very lucky girl, and hopefully that will continue into 2022. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I feel like I've kind of let you into a bit more like personal stuff than usual. To be fair, I'm always dead open, but yeah, I hope you have enjoyed kind of going through my goals and rounding up last year with me. I would absolutely love to hear any of your goals and hopes that you have for 2022, and some of your favorite memories of 2021. Basically, do a roundup of 21, hopes for 22, and let me know in the comments below, because I love to get to know you guys, and yeah, I'm really grateful for this little community. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being so amazing and supportive and kind and loving, and just being there through this year of craziness with being a new mum. I know I've not been very consistent over here on this channel. I really don't want to make any promises, obviously, but like one of the things I actually did right, which I must have skipped on my list, was to just be more consistent in everything with my life, including YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Come and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye guys.
I just wanna love you, just wanna